You're listening to TalkTainmentRadio.com.
The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and guest and not necessarily those of TalkTainmentRadio.com, the management, the staff, or K&E World Network, LLC.
Hello, welcome to Talk Tainment Radio, and you're listening to Stairway To Heaven, and I'm your host, Dr. Bass Claude Smith. This program is dedicated to a very, very special person within my life, and we've been together about 7 years, and her name, this is my wife, it's Patricia, Evangelist Patricia Ruth Smith. She had a community with two other women had on show, and the show was called Women in Community. And right now, I decided to take time out to dedicate this show, especially to her in her illness. And I will say a few things and everything, and I'll share some things with you. Patricia Smith was a very, very strong religious lady, believed in God and his teachings. She was an evangelist. She got along. A lot of people loved her. She had some dear friends, and she was just, to me, about one of the greatest ladies that I ever met. We got married 7 years ago, April 9th, and till up to time now. She's going to be she's really close. I'm not going to say but she's really, really close to my heart. While she helped me to get on radio and TV, YouTube TV. And that she found out that I was on there, she wanted to be part of this station. So her and two other good friends of hers, Terry Ellis and Doris Thomas, they got together and started their own show called Women in Community. And them three were very, very believed in what they were talking about. All three of them was evangelists. Late Terry Thomas, she's gone home, and Doris Thomas Ellis, and she's gone home. And they were real close. After that, she has appeared on me on the show 3 or 4 times. I had her on the show a few times with me, and she does a beautiful job. Very, very close, very, very heartwarming, and very, very loving. She had 4 children. One, as I mentioned before, 4 children. Also, like to say, before I get too far, I'd like to say, Stairway To Heaven was brought to you by the Sensational Keys of Harmony Praise Temple. And this is how the show got off the ground. She has 4 siblings. Her oldest son, the prophetess Keyless Fletcher. Kim Capallo is her daughter. Pamela West, and also Richard Fletcher. Those are her 4 siblings. Her step-children were Bertha Smith, Claude Jr., the great step-grandkids with Miyati, Lily, and Trey, as known as Claude's 3rd. And she had many, many grandchildren, great-grandchildren that really, really loved her. This past weekend, we gave her a nice she just turned 75 years old last week. And we had a big family gathering at her birthday party. And she was very glad and very cheerful to see her. She also has 3 sisters. One named Donna, one named, the other sister, I can't remember the other sisters. They were all 3 sisters of them and 2 brothers. And for us that concerned, the whole family was lovable. Patricia and I went down many highways together. Every time she would go with, every time when first when she met me when I was with the group called New Joy Gospel Singers. And whatever when New Joy hit the road when I was there, she was there with me until the time I resigned from New Joy and went with the Sensational Keys of Harmony. And everywhere that we sung, she was there, giving her support. She gave her all. And finally, we left with another church, Praise Temple, got over here with her church. And they loved her. And they showed a lot of support for her. And makes her good. They had gave a hat program at the church, and it turned out pretty good. Turned out real good when they came out. Also, I'd like to say that she helped me out a whole heck of a lot. She found out when I got to the point where there was times that I feel like that, we all get problems from where we get, in a way, have something like a down problem or a problem that, that we get mad about, upset about, and she pulled me out of it. She did so much for others, I could tell for me. She did so much, and she had so many friends that loved her. I mean, friends come out of everywhere. People I didn't know that they came to see her. Also, and right now, this is her son, Richard Kiki Calder. Calder, are you there? Hello?
Oh, yes, I'm here.
All right, this is her son, Papa's Kenneth Fletcher, and this is our oldest son, and I'm going to let him say something about his mother.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Dr. Bates. Of course, we're just really grateful to God for all of the time that He's given us. Been so gracious, and just the things that she passed on towards us as a family. One of the things that we can all say is that we all always have a sense of realizing how important family is. My brother and my sisters, we have such a relationship to where there's no competition between us. We're all there to help, and we're all there to assist. And I think that came from my mother. I believe that, just the way she showed us that in her life and things that she's taught us. And just the reality to say, hey, one thing you can never choose or replace is your family. And so just to cherish that and to be grateful for that. So I want us to say that. I wanted to give her some flowers now on the radio to thank her and to appreciate that she has passed on to us.
Okay. Prosperous, tell me some good things about she did. She was a beautiful lady. Could you say a little bit more about what she did before as it was coming up?
Oh yeah, absolutely. One of the things that we always talked about, she said, because I was the oldest boy, and then of course I had a little brother or younger brother, and just the effort that she put in, to take care of her family. I remember as we were getting, older and going to, baseball and football and, doing all the things. And, and she said, it was tiring a lot of times, but she said, I'd rather make sure that I would take my kids, to do those things and to be a part of those positive things. I'll make the sacrifices that I have to make in order to make sure that they have a good direction and a good path that they can continue to pursue in their life. So that's some of the things. I mean, of course, all kind of little things, memories that we could just go on and on and on. But those are some of the ones that really, really stand out to me. And, as having 4 kids of my own and now grandkids of my own, I realize exactly what her love was and is, and the sacrifice that you make for your children, just to give them an opportunity to continue to grow and to excel and succeed in life. So those are the things that I'm most grateful for.
Yeah, I see that she did have a lot of love for her grandchildren and great grandchildren. I seen that, and she showed love towards my grandchildren, and one was special out of my grandchildren was Trey, and he was something. If I could say something bad about Trey, she would jump on me about Trey. She said, "You leave Trey alone. He ain't." I said, "He a bad boy." "No, he ain't no bad. Leave my baby alone." That's what she would jump. I cannot say nothing wrong about him. She would really jump on me about him, and hopefully he'll probably remember that, because when I took her to Cincinnati, and her and Trey had on a good conversation.
Right.
Very good conversation. But like I said, she was a beautiful lady and a darling good wife, and she stuck by me just like she stuck by you.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're very grateful for that, and for you as well, Pop Lewis, and everything that you've done, and just the reality. That's one of the things that God gives us the grace to receive. The understanding that this is that. That journey of humanity. We're born, and then at some time we're gonna go back to where we came from. So
yes.
So we're grateful. We're really grateful for the opportunity to share that.
But thank you very much. Thank you so much. And I'm very proud that she came into life. I'm proud to be part of in the family, because she showed me a whole lot. Yes, she did. She showed a whole lot. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, so I'm on my way home from work now, so I don't want to hold up the program. But to all those that are listening, we thank God for each one of you, and thank you for giving me an opportunity to talk to you about my mother today.
You're very, very welcome. Very welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. That was her oldest son, the Reverend Kenneth Fletcher. He was, that's her oldest son. He became a minister, and she was proud when he started his preaching. I can remember the times when her and I went to Texas one time. First time I went down to his house in Texas and everything, and he asked her to say something about him, and she did, and how he got the name Kiki was born with his cousin, Kenneth. So she just said Kiki, and the name been with him ever since. Evangelist Fletcher not Evangelist Smith. I keep forgetting that. Evangelist Smith. She was just a great, beautiful woman, beautiful woman. And I wish, I pray that, she's right now in transition, and she's very loved and she will be missed. It's kind of hard for me to, it's hard for me to, say anything that I would love to say, in this, when you love someone so hard and you've been with someone that long, 7, 8 years, I don't care how many years you've been with them, and they get to the point where things are not going, get to the point where, it's going, one of us is going to leave. Well, I know I will say this. During her time with us, and the time she goes to heaven, there's two of her friends. I can say there's Doris and Terry and Patricia will always be together. They will always, once they get up, I can see them now starting their own radio show up in heaven. And I can see them talking now, thinking about the things they went through, or they talk about the things that they did here. They could talk about the ministries. But her ministry was great. I mean, one time, like I said, I had a bass guitar one time, and it's an old one, and I was trying to show her how to play it. Well, she did her job. She did her best to try to play it, real best. Try to play the bass, and I am, so glad that she did. And I'm so glad that, she didn't get to learn too much because the bass got so bad I had to try to get it fixed, and something came out, I didn't get it out. And I said, I will get you another one. But I'm sorry, I just, feel bad because I didn't get her the other bass. But, she'll learn, but as I said, she was a beautiful woman and dominated woman. This Evangelist Smith had 3 songs that she would love, and her songs that she liked. Her favorite groups were gospel singers were the Madonna Sisters and Deborah Sykes, and also the Keys. She introduced me to Deborah Sykes when I came home one day and looking for the music to get together to bring on the show. And she ever came with Deborah Sykes with so many times, the Lord been to me. She asked, Lou, she said, I said, what? She said, listen to this song. And I listened to it. I listened to it before, but I never paid no attention. Then she brought it up and heard it play it again. And I'd sit down and listen to it real closely, real close. And the song was called So Many Times. And I heard it and I played it to him. I said, you know what? That song sounds real good. Well, I will put it. So I talked to Deborah Sykes, his manager, on the phone. And he sent me about 3 or 4 CDs of Deborah. And I still got them. Maybe one day I'll bring them down and bring the other 2 that she got out. But that was her song, So Many Times. Her other song was by the McDonald Sisters, Give It Up. Now, that was the song of her theme song of her show that she was on. Give It Up was one of the songs. That one, and then there was another song which I just came to me, which I forgot to get, was Willie Rogers, Cover Me Lord. That was another one. And she liked all type of gospel music. She loved gospel music, all type of gospel. Didn't care what it was, how it sounded, or what style it was. She loved it. And it was just her thing. But most likely, when her and I would sit and talk about things, and we talked about things that got us, that it helped me out. All those times get to a point where things don't seem to go right, and it just happens. When things don't go right, things don't do right, and you feel like, well, heck, I'm gonna give it up. And then she was right there telling me, no, you give up your ministry, you keep on going. And she would tell me this every time, she said, Luke, she said, when I'm gone, she said, I want you to do one thing for me. She said, stick with your ministry, don't give up. That's your ministry, that's your job, stick with it. And I said to myself, I said, I will. That was a promise I made to her, and a promise I will keep. Also, I'd like to say that her grandchildren in Cincinnati, step-grandchildren in Cincinnati, they send their love. And they loved her very deeply, very, very dearly. Every time she would come to Cincinnati, they would gather around her. Even around Christmas time, her and I would do Christmas shopping and send them their Christmas gifts. They loved her very well. And it was just a thing that she showed a whole lot of love, There's another friend, I call them sister and brother, and they would talk things, and that was Kahari. They were like sister and brother, and some things they talked about, and they laugh and joke together. And Kahari and Patty was nice. Her whole family, they don't call her Pat. They call her Patty, and and Patty, was her name. But she was, to me, she was Evangelist Smith. I always call her Pat. And Pat, she had another good friend that I know of was, that name was Henrietta. And I met Pat through Henrietta and Sonny, and we got along real well. So, Evangelist Smith, she was just a one adorable lady. And I hope, there will never be another lady like her. There'll never be another lady like her. And she carried herself as a kind, Christian-hearted lady, and she loved the Lord very, very well. She loved the Lord very, very well. And all that I could say that, hey, that she will be able to be well remembered. Her church family loved her. They called and checked on her, and she's very, very missed. And they will love her. They show love for her, and she showed love for them. They would sit and talk about things, how to do things, get things together. She had another friend that was also with her. Her name was Mary. That was another one. They would talk and joke along and talk about things. And there was another friend she had, Sandy Johnson. That was another friend of hers. It was her and Sandy and Mary. They talked a lot. And Sandy's husband and I, Willie, her late husband, and I, we were good friends. We sang with Refuge Mail Course together. And every time I get a new gospel CD from a gospel group, he would tell me, "Can I have that? You get it back." And he had every new gospel group song, every album that I got new, he had made copies of. But but those are all her friends. She got a lot of friends that I don't know too many of, and I'll probably run and meet them one day. Her two brothers, I met them. They were, them brothers were very, very nice, very, very friendly, and they show a lot of love for her, and they show a lot of love towards me, and that's what I can always say. Hey, I'm very glad that I became part of this family, and I'm very glad that we accepted each other. Sometimes in life, some in-laws can't get along with each other. But this family, I got along with them, the in-laws, and these in-laws are very, very, some of them dear to my heart. Also, I like to say that, she will be very well missed. She's going in transition. She will be very well missed. And I pray that one day, that when the Lord take her home, and the Lord, he will say, "Well done, my well and faithful servant." I would love, and I know that, like I said before, when she gets there, she probably be looking down on all of us, and she will be very, very missed. So I ask you, I'm trying to hang on there and do the best, do what I can, like I'm going to keep my promise towards her. And very, very glad to do that. I'm going to hold on to my promise. I would like to ask one of her brother, a play brother, Kahari, if he would like to say anything about her to the audience, about her. I mean, like, they were good friends. And they were very good friends. You couldn't go by them two. You cannot do one thing without them talk about something that's nice. That they just loved it. They just like sister and brothers. That's what they were. Just like sisters and brothers. And they argued like sister and brother. But at the end, they show so much respect for each other. it's just heartbreaking. I may sound like a little heartbreak. I am a little heartbreaking. I'm kind of heartbreaking because I know that the Lord's getting ready to take her home, and I just gotta be prepared for it. I gotta be ready for it. I gotta be strong, and I'm looking forward to be strong and cross-worthy. As I said, she told me some things she wanted me to do, and I said I'll keep my promise that I will do that. That I will do for her. Keep my promise towards her that she left. I mean, some things I just have to kind of keep my strength up and be strong myself. I can't let this bring me down. I can't let this tear me apart. It's tearing me apart on the inside, but I got to be strong on the outside. And I know when she does go home, she will be with me always in spirit. May not be here, but she will be with me always in truth and in spirit. And I know I know that what she told me and what she taught me, I would carry with me. Always carry with me. I may do some things stupid. At the time we've been married, I did some stupid stuff. I did some crazy stuff, and I don't know how in the world that woman kept up with me in my stupid foolishness. But we all, all married couples, once they get together, and there is either one of us, we're gonna do something stupid, or we're gonna do something to make one of them angry, gonna get angry with each other. And we got angry with each other, but that's all we did. We got angry with each other, and when she be fussing at me, I just go in the other room, play my music, and let her talk. So I did. When it was over with, that was that. But we made up for it. And I must say, this is all couples should try to do that. But when you lose your soulmate, or you begin to see that you're going to lose your soulmate, you got to be strong. You got to be fully heart strong. You got to be willing to face the consequences. You got to be able to get willing to walk that road alone, which is not alone, but you got to walk that road alone. And you got to, there's going to be some obstacles. There's going to be some temptations. But you got to learn, fight off the temptations, fight off the obstacles, and fight off the ambush. You just got to keep going strong, keep going on, keep yourself strong. And this is what I'm doing, and this is how I'm doing it. But as I say, Evangelist Smith, I will always love her, and she will always be in my heart. And she may not be here when she transitions, but she will be with me in spirit. And I know she'll give me strength to carry on. And I know she will guide me each and every day. I also like to say that, to all you people, all you loved ones, and all you people that's watching and listening, remember this. Just because a loved one is gone to heaven, not here with you on earth, they're here in spirit. And as long as you walk this earth, there's always going to be something to guide you in the right way. It might be a spirit, it might be a way you may hear her voice telling you things. Go the other way. And you'll make it. We can all survive. We all have to survive someday. For the Lord is with us. The Lord is with you, and He's not going to leave you alone. As there's always said, they always hear them say, the Lord is a mother when your mother's, a father when your father's, and He's a friend when you need a friend, and He will never leave you or deceive you. For we all got to go this way one day, and we're going to have to try to remember that. Thank you.